you work on Linux, probably already had to install some software. So probably have come across different installation methods like pip, apt, installation files ending in deb, app image. There are so many different ways of installing software, which can be confusing. So here we are going through each one of them and see how we can use them. If you work The first and most common method is using a package manager. On many Linux systems, this is called apt. A package manager installs software from online repositories. Online repositories are just trusted servers on the internet that store some ready to install programs. The idea of these repositories is not only for Linux, other systems also have them. They are basically like app stores, but for system and developer tools. When you install something, your computer connects to one of these repositories, downloads the software, and installs it. You will do this with a command like sudo apt install git, for example. Here, the sudo gives you permissions to install system-wide software. This way of installing things is usually one of the simplest ways to actually install a program on Linux because everything comes from trusted sources and the dependencies are handled already automatically. Another common format you'll encounter is a .sh file. This is a shell script. Basically, it's a small program that runs a series of commands in Linux for you. You might run it with something like bash and then the program name, which is usually install.sh. This is often used by research software or tools that don't live in like an official repository, like in the apt case. But it's actually quite convenient to use. Just make sure that you know where this script is coming from, that you trust this website or the source of it. You might have also already downloaded some installation files that end in .deb. These are precompiled packages for Debian-based systems like Ubuntu. You can install them with a command like sudo dpkg -i and then the name of the package .deb. Then once this is installed, you can delete this deb file because this was just for the installation. Somehow these are similar to what apt installs, but they are downloaded manually instead from a repository. Sometimes some software also comes in a compressed folder that finishes in .tar.gz. This is very common, especially in Linux systems. In this case, you need to extract the content from this kind of zipped folder with a command like tar -xzf and then the name of the file and with the extension .tar.gz. And then we just need to follow the instructions that are inside that folder. Sometimes after even uncompressing, you don't really need to do anything else special. You can just run the program from that folder directly. You might already seen as well installation files that end in .appimage. These are standalone applications. You download it in a single file, you make it executable, and you just run it. You don't need to install anything else. Finally, as we saw in the previous video, there are some language-specific package managers. In Python, for example, you have pip, which installs individual Python packages, and you also have conda, which actually manage the entire environment, including Python and other libraries. So these tools don't install system software, they just work inside your programming environment and they install just specific libraries for these environments. They keep everything quite isolated and organized. So the key idea is that Linux has multiple ways to install software. apt installs system packages from repositories. Pip and conda install programming libraries. .sh are scripts that run some automated installation commands. .deb files are already pre-built packages. And then you have the archives like .tar, .gz, which are just compressed folders that you need to uncompress first. And then you have app images, which, if you make it executable, they run as a standalone application. So now that you understand a bit better how to install the different types of software, let's practice. Okay, so the first thing we will try to do is to use apt to install the software. So we are going to open our terminal, and the first thing we'll do actually is to update the apt so that all the repositories are up to date. So we'll do sudo apt update. Okay, it's done. And now we are going to install gedit, which is an editor for text. So we'll just do sudo apt install, and now the name of the software, in this case gedit. So you'll see that it's installing all the program, and we can open it already. So if we do gedit, we see that it opens this text file where we can use text editor that we can use. Okay, so the next installation that we are going to do is one using this .sh scripts. So I already downloaded one that we can see here. It's called miniconda.ch. So basically this will actually install Miniconda, which is a smaller version of Conda. We can even open it to see its contents. We can see it's a bash file, and there's a series of commands that will be executed to actually install the Miniconda itself. But we don't actually need to read it or understand it, because we just need to execute this file. So basically we'll come here, open the terminal, and we'll go to the desktop where I have this file. We can see it here, Miniconda. So we'll actually just run it. We'll do bash miniconda3.ch, and it will run the script. So it's asking me to press continue for the installation to proceed. We'll say yes. We have to accept the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions by writing yes. Here are again very specific things from this installation in particular, which is asking me where I want to install it. You might have other instructions during this installation, or no instructions at all, depending on the program that we're installing. I will enter yes to confirm that I want it to be installed in my home directory. So now that's it, is doing all this installation. This might take a while, depends again on the software that you're installing. So here, yes, it's asking if you want to continue with the initialization. Yes. So actually this one was quite fast, it's already done. And I can even probably see it on my home directory. So we can go there, home/Rita, and we can see that Miniconda is here already installed, which actually was not before. Okay, so the next one that we are going to install is those softwares that come with the installation file ending in .deb, like Google Chrome, for example. So I already downloaded this file, which is here on the desktop. So to install this one, we are going to open the terminal, and we are going to use the software package called dpkg to install it. So basically, we are just going to do sudo dpkg, then -i for installing, and now the name of the file. Actually, I'm not in the right folder, so I'm just going to move into the desktop. And here I see the Google Chrome.deb file, and I will repeat what I was doing before. So sudo dpkg, exactly, -i, and now the name of the file, so Google Chrome.deb. So now is starting the installation. And it finished. Okay, so now we probably can call Chrome. Google Chrome. And now it's opening Google Chrome. It was just asking some things if I wanted to keep it as default or not. So now it's installed. We can see it here. Okay. We can actually now even remove this Google Chrome dev file because we don't need it. And we can also delete the miniconda.sh installation file as well for cleaning because we are not going to need it anymore because it was already installed. So the next one that we are going to deal with is the programs that end in .app image. These actually don't need to be installed. They are already ready to use. The only thing with it is that we need to allow them to be executable. So basically, if you try to run them now, we will not be able to do anything. So we open the command line and we go to the place where we have it. You can see that we have here the mesh lab that is in white, so it is not recognizable as an executable command. So we do like this. It doesn't even autocomplete because I cannot run it. So to actually be able to change the permission to make it executable, we just run this command chmod plus x and then the name of the file. We can see that now it's green, which means that it's an executable file. And now we can do the same thing, try to execute it like this. And it's already going. So this is actually the program. It's just a rendering software for meshes in 3D. Finally, we are going to try the last installation method with pip that we already probably know. And so if you write pip, you can see all the help regarding this command. So obviously to install it will be pip install and the name of the package. So we could install, for example, NumPy, which is a very common Python packages used for almost everything. So we can go here and just do pip install and the name of your preferred package, which in this case will be NumPy. And it will start installing it. And then after this installation is done, like now, we can just open Python and run things from this NumPy package. So it's very simple. Finally, I hope you liked it and thank you for watching.